Vanguard takes a conservative stance amidst the crypto craze, with CEO Tim Buckley doubling down on their decision not to offer spot Bitcoin ETFs. Despite the buzz, Vanguard remains steadfast in its traditional investment approach, emphasizing stability over speculation. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and let's start. So we're starting off with, are we still in an innovator stage with Bitcoin? If so, what percent out of the 2.5 that own it actually understands it enough to never sell it? So the stage 2.5 is innovators, 13.5 early adopters, 34% early majority, 34% late majority, and 16% is laggards. So still people think that we are in an innovator zone. I don't know if we're actually here, but I feel like we are in some kind of early majority or maybe even late majority over there right now. As I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what we have for now. It's very rare that you find a technology that solves every rich person's problem and every poor person's problem simultaneously. Sailor on Bitcoin. Next up, I'm telling you, 95% of crypto influencers actually don't know shit about crypto, and it's funny. Most of them made their money by selling dreams, not actually trading. I could talk for hours about what Bitcoin and Ethereum does and the best altcoins to buy. Stay safe. Next up, in terms of impact and growth, the current cycle is heavily comparable to the 2016-2017 cycle, comparable price action on Bitcoin pre-halving, in which a correction of 30 to 40% is likely from the peak. That peak is the trigger for altcoins as dominance drops from here. The next up we go for, I'm deploying more capital at $68,000. I think today's price is a great opportunity. I'm only buying Bitcoin and MSTR. Currently I'm 95% Bitcoin and 4% MSTR. I also have a small emergence fund of cash around the 1%. I'm sharing this for transparency because people deserve to know. Also, let's go for more. Bitcoin distribution, 0.1 Bitcoin, 4.5 million addresses, 1 Bitcoin, 1 million addresses, 10 Bitcoins, 153,000 addresses, 100 Bitcoins, 16,000 addresses, and 1,000 Bitcoins, 2,000 addresses. Some studies show that people have around 5 addresses each on the average, and if we take that into account, around 1 million people have more than 0.1 Bitcoin over there. As well as Bitcoin pre-halving correction is happening, historically this has always been the best buying opportunity. Remember that Bitcoin is still in its parabolic phase, the parabolic curve pattern, so this is how it looks like, step like a formation, and we're on the base for, as someone says, as there will be a sell point after a fifth stage, so maybe we will get to the $160,000 expected, and maybe we are not, so we're still looking for it. Massive run upwards on Bitcoin in the previous period, but the inflow is stalling. Bearish divergence on lower time frames and a bearish rejection at 70,500. We'll be consolidating and getting into lower volatility in the upcoming period. Perhaps we'll be seeing less than $60,000. Bitcoin liquidation heat map gets some zones building up above and below prices. We range between 68,000 70,000 levels to watch 67,400 and 70,200. Let's go for more. Important to clarify, if Sailor executes his strategy well, it is entirely probably MSTR outperforms Bitcoin in fiat terms consistently for a very long time. However, there are numerous single points of failure with MSTR stock. There are multiple ways to this strategy backfires and the stock underperforms Bitcoin. Adjusted for risk, Bitcoin is proper self-custody is by far the better thing to own. It is entirely possible that to be extremely bullish on MicroStrategy stock because you think Sailor and the company will execute their strategy well, yet still understand Bitcoin is the more important asset to own and yet better risk-adjusted asset to own. MSTR is the best fiat returns than Bitcoin on the condition the humans behind the MSTR perform well. MSTR is probably the best bet in the world on an entity controlled by humans. However, Bitcoin's monetary policy isn't controlled by humans at all. MicroStrategy may be a very good or the best investment, but it is not money. Next up, we go for Vanguard CEO holds firm against the spot Bitcoin ETFs. So, Vanguard CEO Tim Buckley has stated that the company will not be offering spot Bitcoin ETFs pointing to the speculative nature of cryptocurrencies and their unsuitability for long-term investment strategies. Despite other investment firms actively engaging in the crypto market, Vanguard remains steadfast in its conservative approach, influenced by the unregulated status and volatility prevalent in the sector. Buckley's comments affirm Vanguard's commitment to traditional investment vehicles, setting it apart from competitors like BlackRock. Commitment to long-term investment principles. During a recent interview, Buckley emphasized the company's resolve to maintain a focus on investments that align with the long-term financial goals. This viewpoint has led Vanguard to exclude Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies from their offerings due to their inherent speculative nature and the absence of reliable cash flows typically associated with long-term investments. So, industry giants embrace cryptocurrency. While Vanguard maintains its conservative positions, the financial industry has seen a significant movement towards the acceptance of cryptocurrencies, as the SEC's recent approval of Bitcoin ETFs has paved the way for institutional investments in their asset class. BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin ETF, for instance, has made headlines for record-breaking trading volumes despite Bitcoin's price fluctuations, demonstrating the market's appetite for such products. Vanguard's commitment to its investment ethos has been unwavering even as the market dynamics shift and cryptocurrencies gain mainstream traction. Buckley's articulated the company's stringent criteria for investment opportunities which cryptocurrencies currently do not meet, and made it clear that Vanguard's stance would only change if the nature of cryptocurrencies transformed significantly. So although Vanguard has opted out of the Bitcoin ETF trend, the continued success of these financial products in the broader market brings into question how long Vanguard can afford to stick to its conservative guns, as the company's risk-averse philosophy may be tested as the crypto market evolves and gains further legitimacy among the institutional investors. Next up, strong Bitcoin price support to watch for next week. Bitcoin has lost a supposedly strong price support by the end of the week, trading below 69,000, as now cryptocurrency traders look for the next Bitcoin price support levels to watch in the charts moving forward. Previously, the 69,000 had constituted a significant resistance level for the leading cryptocurrency, marking a cycle top in 2021. This price set an all-time high for Bitcoin back then, which was challenged and briefly broken on March 9th. 1 week later, Bitcoin retraced below what traders would expect to become a strong support level, raising the possibility that its previous breakout was actually a deviation, or what is known as a false breakout. So, Bitcoin support and resistance levels. In this context, the expert trader Ali Martinez shared what he believes in Bitcoin's next support and resistance levels, particularly mentioning the 64,750 to 66,700 range as a first support zone, followed by the range between 60,760 and 62,790. And if the first one is lost, on the other hand, Martinez considered the 70,180 to 71,340 range as Bitcoin's current resistance level. Bitcoin has established a solid support range between 64,750 and 66,700, whereas 382,000 addresses hold more than 275,000 Bitcoins. Monitoring this level closely is crucial, as losing it could shift the focus to the next significant demand zone between 60,760 and 62,790, safeguarded by 700,970,500 addresses with over 300,000 Bitcoins. So conversely, Bitcoin faces tough resistance between 70,180 and 71,340, as this barrier is fortified by 500,500 and 330,000 addresses, collectively holding 433,000 Bitcoins. So that's kind of all the information we got on today's video, and if you're interested in more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.